Hello, it's me, Grandmaster Thomas Doyle, and in this episode I'm going to be discussing my 3-animal Kung Fu system. Now with 3-animal Kung Fu, it's not something I created out of thin air. I've trained for years in different types of Kung Fu. I first started with Lao Gar Kung Fu in the late 1990s. Mid to late 90s, and then I did Lao Gar Kung Fu again between the years 2002, very late 2002, to about the middle of 2006 or 7, I think. I also trained in a bit of Wing Chun, and I did Tai Chi at university. And so, yeah, I've done quite a bit of Kung Fu. And then, when I started learning things from home, I did a style called Golden Jaguar Kung Fu. It's also called Kanbalam Kung Fu. So I really enjoyed Kanbalam Kung Fu because it uses different animals. And I got to first Dan. On paper I'm second Dan, but I'm first Dan, Kanbalam Kung Fu, and also I did Praying Mantis from home, which is called Laksong Praying Mantis Kung Fu. I am third Dan in Praying Mantis Kung Fu. Now the Praying Mantis Kung Fu that I learned is a combination of northern and southern mantis. It is a street-ready self-defense system. And it's a very, very good martial art. So basically, I did all of these. I started learning Tai Chi at home, and I memorized the form, the right side, which is Kuang Ping Yang Tai Chi. And I also learned Qi Kung for health, and some basic Yang Tai Chi as well. So I've done lots and lots of different Kung Fu. And when I started to create 3-animal Kung Fu, what I wanted was similar to the Laksong Praying Mantis Kung Fu, but better, more thorough. I wanted to combine the snake, tiger and praying mantis Kung Fu styles, and I wanted to combine them in a way so that anyone doesn't have to do like 10 years in a Shaolin monastery to be able to be good at Kung Fu. What I have done with 3-animal Kung Fu is absolutely fantastic, because what I've done is I've taken snake, tiger, praying mantis Kung Fu styles. I've taught all the moves you need, so you can apply the basic techniques, and if you train hard enough, you could be able to fight with these different animals, Kung Fu, in months, not years. Now with traditional Kung Fu, you could learn, for example, a snake Kung Fu form. And when you take it apart, there could be like only a few applications for self-defense. And that's if you're reaching. The same with tiger and all these animal forms. The actual kata, that, you know, you take them apart and there isn't much to use for fighting or self-defense applications. Now, I've broke the mold, and my 3-animal Kung Fu is not the most difficult style that I teach. It's not the most difficult martial art that I've created, but it's fantastic because once you start training, and for those that practice the 3-animal Kung Fu, you can chop and change, You know, you could be fighting like a tiger, and then all of a sudden you change to a snake, and then all of a sudden you change to a mantis. So it's not something that many martial arts, even experts, being able to just switch style all of a sudden, especially with animal kung fu, is not something that is really been done before. I mean, people have done 5 animal kung fu and all these things with different styles, but with lots of the Shaolin kung fu, what they would do is you would go to a monastery or go somewhere and train, and depending on your body shape and your size, what you look like and how big you are, small you are, that determines what animal that you would learn, the animal kung fu that you would be, you see. But what I have done is taken Shaolin kung fu, animal kung fu, and made it street ready. So you don't have to train for 5 years to be able to learn a few techniques. You can pick it up, you can learn how to fight with it, you can defend yourself. It's a fantastic style. 3 animal kung fu. So basically, with my 3 animal kung fu style, we start with the snake, which is deadly. You don't need much power to be good with snake kung fu. And then we move on to the tiger, which is fierce and powerful. A tiger, a force to be reckoned with. Then, after Black Sash, we learn a bit of mantis kung fu, the little insect, surprisingly powerful and quite unpredictable in his movements. So then, after we've learned a bit of all those 3 animal styles and some forms and things, all you need to learn, then we start to blend the animals together. So you might do a snake and tiger form. You might do all different, and the highest grades will start to create their own forms based on what they've learned. So, 3 animal kung fu is a modern martial art with a traditional feel, traditional vibes, you know, traditional moves. So it comes from lots of training, and 3 animal kung fu seems to be my most popular style. Lots of people enjoy it because it's a good style. Now, the forms are basically in a sitting stance. For those who've done Lao Guard before, the forms are like Kebun Salfa. But the actual, there are other forms. I have a seminar video where there's a snake, a tiger and a praying mantis form for you to learn that move around. But yeah, so 3 animal kung fu is a fantastic style to learn. Anyone in the world is welcome to join and learn. And underneath the video, I will put links to the videos so anyone can buy, learn, train in the styles. And when you watch the video, you'll see it's me teaching. So anyway, that's my little bit about 3 animal kung fu. Thank you for listening.